Welcome back to Aquatics Live YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and all that jazz.
Perfect.
Hey guys, well, I did a little bit of mistake here. I ended up deleting the first shot at this, but I only did missing the first clip, so I'm just kind of doing the intro real quick here. Essentially, I got some new filament to try out, which is it's TPU. It's more flexible, so like you can bend stuff over and it won't break. It's pretty cool stuff. That's primarily for the motorized trailer or BattleBot, whatever you want to call it. And one of my friends keeps calling it a BattleBot. But anyway, this is to build up the battery in this box here. I got the part covered up that it's already done. So that's later in the video. I'm going to show you like a picture of the box right here. And then inside the box there is what's called fish paper inside of there. So I'm going to show like a little picture of that. And essentially which the fish paper is a insulative paper. It's like really thick. I got 2 layers of that lining the bottom of the box. The battery fits in there really tight, so that's not going to be much of an issue. But the paper's there to make sure it doesn't short out. It's a metal toolbox, and this is a hardened rig, but you don't want it to short out on the box by rubbing and stuff. So that's pretty much that goes with there. I think so the next piece here is I'm cutting the hole and stuff, and then we're gonna come back and we'll pick up from there. So thanks guys. Right. We got the hole cut and the 2 mounting holes drilled out. So jump ahead a bit, and yes, it looks a little goofy here. I smoothed out these corners and it kind of went, I cut it a little bit too deep. That metal, the cover piece is going to cover this up so nobody can see that anyway, except for us, I guess. So the next step here now is I'm going to run the wires through. I got these all kind of prepped up here. So there's the battery inside. So this will be the main cables that go from the battery, positive, negative. And then I also added these smaller ones in there for this 12-volt circuit. So these come up. And then there's the output from the breaker to go back down to the fuse box. So essentially there is just these 2 are going to be going in there. This one will be going over to the fuse box as well. So, but we'll get those ran in there now. Just going to toss them from the inside and poke them out the hole. So we need the 2 positives and our 12-volt lead. And let's kind of go. Yeah, boy, it's a mess. But anyway, we'll get all them running out the hole there, and then we have our lead that goes to the control board. I put this 5.5 mil connector on here, or it's a pigtail deal. I'm gonna use this. The skinnier wires, I did put some protection on them so they won't get cut on the lid. And this thicker wire has a really thick insulation on it, so I'm not worried about it. Plus this isn't really moving around, but just added the insulation on these just for a little extra insurance, since the wire insulation's not all that thick on the skinnier wire. So we got our breaker here. I guess we need to run it into this first. Then we'll hook up our wires. And this side right here is marked the load, and then this is the incoming. yeah, I guess we gotta know which ones. Okay, this is the loose one. That's our load side. Get my hands out of there, but anyway. Oh, and of course I don't have a wrench ready. All right. I don't know why I put that one back on earlier, but anyway, let's get this one on and then we'll bend that one up like the other one. All right. Got those both. There we go. Let's go ahead and just open this up and make sure that this will fit through here like we want. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Well, let's get the little wires hooked back up, or get the little wires hooked up to the display. All right. And this little cheap thing has, I guess, an arrow on there, in and out. It's incoming. All right, let's get this thing installed in the box here, guys. Hopefully this works. I made this super tight on purpose, but it's maybe a little tighter than I wanted. We're just going to put a little bit of tape on the bottom of this board so the little pokey bits you can't short out. This is fabric tape or fiberglass tape, whatever, so not regular electrical tape anyway. I'm sure they wouldn't short out on the paint or anything, but just to be safe, a little extra insurance doesn't hurt anything. Now let's get these screws lined up. There we go. Woohoo! Glad that's on there. There we go, guys. Oh no, I put it upside down. Oh, geez. All right, well, we'll flip that around. Well, that's real life anyway. So now we got her on there and our little breaker, push button, pop, and our little display. Let's go ahead and power that up just for fun. Oh. Jeez, what a mess in here, eh? Okay. Then this needs to go. Okay. These are the two leads that go to the end of the battery over here. And this is our outgoing side. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to. What am I gonna do? That's the load side. Well, that's kind of, well, anyway, I'll point out my mistake here. And now that I've got it in here, I thought of this, is that it would be nice if when this thing is off, when it's off like this, I want the power to this to also turn off. And the way I have it set up right now is I have the power going straight from the battery and this breaker doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna swap that around and we'll jump back in here in a second. Okay, Got the stuff swapped around on here. So now we get to the fun part. Let's test it. That's where we were at before. Anyway, essentially I just swapped the red wire for the power this the converter on top here to be on the load side of this breaker instead of going directly to the battery. So that gives us a lets this converter display the power, and if it's lit up, that means this thing's on. So let's go ahead and just try it though. I just got done getting all that swapped around, so you kind of test it out with me here. And this is a current controlled power supply up here, so if one of these wires touches, it's not going to hurt anything. So anyway, got the positive hooked up. We'll hook up the negative, and that should give us the, there we go. It gives us the voltage as well as, hey, it's lit up, which means we got power. And then if I push the button here, it turns off. So that's what we're after. So this part's done. Next part's going to be the getting the battery in here. So we're good to go with this part. I'll jump in once I got the battery ready to drop in, and we'll go up connecting that up in here next. Thanks. Okay. So these are the little boards that I end up making for to hook, make the battery, connect the batteries together. So it's 4 in parallel, and then these are in series. So the battery's kind of stacked out. The cells between them. So these are, yeah, pretty little handy things. It definitely can handle the amperage needed for this. So it's no problem there. And grab the battery, we'll drop it in, and I can kind of see how it's set up. Alright, so these are lithium iron phosphate cells, and they are a couple different batches of batteries that I end up getting, but I'm kind of using them up for this project. These are the newer gray ones that I've been using in my newer packs. But essentially this one right here, it goes, that's the most negative spot. It works its way up, and then it comes back around, goes down here. So each of these is about 3 volts. So you add it up, you got 10S, so we're, you know, like 30 volts at its bottom. These go up to 3.65, so it can go up to about 36 volts with everything added together when it's fully topped off. But nominal, it's running about 33, 34 volts. Getting a charger that can do 10S is quite the pain in the butt. So I ended up just splitting the pack into 2 5S packs. So you get this first 5S, and then these 5 cells in series here. And then there's a balancer cable for each of them, each side. That works out good. I've been testing it that way. Kind of was worried if it was going to be a problem. It's pretty heavy to be holding up. But anyway, this is going to just drop in there. I got to hook up the battery leads to the 2 sides down here. So I'm going to do that first, and then we'll jump back in after I'm dropped it in there and kind of show you this thing set up. So okay, we got the battery in here. It's it's definitely a tight fit. I got a wood block up in here right now just to hold the spot. Long-term plan is up here I'm going to put a plastic box to store like electronics and things, parts of the project. And then the box will have like the antenna coming out of it for the to connect up for Wi-Fi connectivity, and the like RC controls for overrides. So anyway, but for right now, this is a complete package ready to seal up. The next piece to this is this breaker or fuse box. I just have a couple 5 amperes in there, but it's got 6 slots. There's a negative bus bar, there's our positive, and there's all our outputs. So I'm just gonna run this, drop this on the top right here, and connect everything up to that. But for right now, we're done with this. We can move on to the motorized BattleBot trailer, whatever you want to call it. But I wanted to get this built up and kind of figured out how much space I had for electronics to fit and stuff like that. Then the next step is going to be getting this the output wires. You're going to have to cut a hole in here for the outputs to go out. I might just do it in the cover with a gland nut. I'm not real sure. Maybe on the sides. So I need to decide where to put that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is I'll go on the back side of it here and run it out the back, because this side will be going towards the to the motorized BattleBot cart, whatever you want to call it. I got to come up with a name for it now. It's kind of, but anyway, there's our display up here. Kill it off. There we go. All right. Oh boy, I don't know. Are we? There we go. It's working. All right. It is showing how much voltage is on the, boy, oh boy. I don't know if you can see that even on the camera, but I'll lift her up here and kind of tilt it down. Maybe you can see it. I hope you can. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Seal this up, and now it's a sealed unit. Well, let's make sure the cover closes. I think it will. Yep. Oh, and just some temporary deal. Got these taped off. So it's not going to short out on me. There we go. Yeah, nice solid battery. It ends that one. See you on the next video, guys. I will I'm going to start working again on the motorized cart. I do have that kind of progressed along. I've been working on it in the background here, just trying to get everything figured out because it's a little tedious. So, but it's working. So I will see you on the next vid. Thanks, guys.